What's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. This is Sunday Dailies. Let's see something here. This is Sunday Dailies, the 46th edition. Yes, the 45th edition. We talked about a lot. The Super Bowl will be the next weekend, not this weekend, but the next weekend. But this, you know, the so-called weekend, but the next Sunday, but this Sunday, but Super Bowl edition. Make a little small predictions and things like that. I mean, whoever wins that game sets the standard what the election is going to be, who's determined the winner. The SF, the 49ers, flagship team that had multiple championships and Super Bowls, right? And one of the original teams in the NFL, the National Football League, National Football Conference. Then you got the American Football Conference, the AFC. But the one of the originals is two in the West Coast. They had like my dad was telling me with the Rams and the 49ers. Now the 49ers is always better than the Rams. You already know the SF dominates California, that particular burgundy and gold, the original burgundy and gold, not the one from the Redskins, what we call they are the Deadskins, but the Commanders, they're trash though. But it's a lot of coaching changes, right? But that team, to me personally, if they win the Super Bowl, beat Patrick Mahomes, to me personally, I have Patrick Mahomes try to beat them. That's my thought, but I'm going with the 49ers. I may not go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, they can beat the 49ers, but if they play that long game, San Francisco got defense too. They said Kansas City got defense. Kansas City's not a defensive team. They are a offensive team. Yes, they got Travis Kelsey. Them two guys are good, but they're not beating San Francisco. I don't see them blowing them out. No, because Purdy's not worried. Yeah, the pressure's on him on the Super Bowl. They ain't supposed to win, but Kyle Shanahan has experience being in the Super Bowl. This is a rematch from 2020. Now, if this boy beats him, drafted last rookie, that's historic. Now they try to say he's not old Tom. Tom Brady was drafted last. You got to remember, yes, and it took him years to get where he was. See, Mahomes is not Brady. You can't compare him to Brady. No, because he was not drafted last. That's a bad comparison. You know why? Because Mahomes had situation to get to where he be at. He wasn't always as good until he found his way. Yeah. He ain't the next star. Yeah, he's a superstar. Yeah, he's got 2 Super Bowls. That don't matter. He's one of them old classic running gun type guys, but even though he has the baseball ball and he's got a hell of an arm, his dad was a great pitcher for the Minnesota Twins. So you know how that goes. But people don't realize he's going against a boy from Arizona. Now, he's not recognized in Iowa State. He's a Cyclone. I did my research on him, Brock Purdy. But Brock Purdy, him and Brady, what they got in common, they were not well known for their schools like that. Their schools is decent in certain conferences. Michigan was a good school, not known for winning a lot of national championships as much. But if you look at Purdy and Brady, it makes sense. See, the so-called white media, the elite media, is pushing Purdy to win the Super Bowl. Me personally, on the low, on a racial tip, this is Black History Month. They're trying to push that narrative. See, Patrick Mahomes is a black guy, half and half, really, but he's Cuban black. You get the gist, right? I bet you a lot of niggas is going with the Chiefs. I respect that. That's a black thing. Me personally, I'm not going with the Chiefs. I like Patrick Mahomes and I like Travis Kelsey. They straight. Me personally, I'm picking the 49ers. I don't like the 49ers either, but I will willing to take them over any other team besides the Chiefs. Any AFC team not really. Only the two I like is the one in the Denver, and now they known as the Vegas Raiders. It used to be known as the Oakland Raiders, but people forget those are my secondary teams that I like. But I am an Eagles guy. I'm a big Eagles guy. When it comes to the original teams, I like the Philadelphia Eagles more than the other two teams. That's just me. But enough of that. They got knocked out by the Buccaneers, and Buccaneers got knocked out by the Lions. 49ers going to do us all a favor and just put that team out of its misery. So you know how it is. So you're looking at this stuff, and it's like, why is it racial, sir? Why is it racial? Well, if you look at Purdy, him and Brady, they were drafted last. I don't trust the refs in this game. And I'm gonna speak on it more next Sunday. You know what I'm talking about. Why is this important? Well, most people going to have the Chiefs winning. They got a lot of time off, getting used to Vegas and all that. A lot of horrors in the Vegas. You know how that goes. But if you study the game and know where it's trending, why is it that the 49ers is a somewhat underdog favorite? Now, they try to say Kansas City's the underdog favorite. No, they're not. Yeah, they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl, reality. But in reality is who's betting on the 49ers? It's a handful of so-called white people. A lot of people try saying a lot. Yeah, it's a handful, but it's going to be a lot soon because it's going to change because Brock Purdy plays the long game. He's a winner. I heard this from OJ from It Is What It Is. He said that boy played to win because he has that winner. And if it doesn't phase him, that means he's going to win the game. Do not be surprised about the San Francisco 49ers beating this team. Do not be surprised. Brock Purdy is different. Um, he's got home field advantage and he's got power and he's got presence. And you got to understand what time it is. And that's just something that you got to know about. He's got presence. So in reality, why is it that he is picked to be in the Super Bowl pick? Now, they try to say it ain't racial. Yes, it is. Oh, it's very racial because if you think about Patrick Mahomes' his skin color, they had two niggas they didn't want, but they prefer Patrick Mahomes. I believe he's half Cuban and something. And, because Mahomes is a Cuban name. They try to say it's like other Latin name. Yeah, it can, but Mahomes also can mean it's a Cuban name. It's a Cuban name. Because I know a guy named Carlos Mahomes. He used to be a barber down here in Atlanta. I don't know if he's still around at the 71 Barbershop. He's Cuban. Coincidence? Cuban. So yeah, it just goes to show you where we at. I don't live in Atlanta no more. I live outside of Atlanta. I live in Cobb County, so you know how that goes. I ain't gonna tell you the location, ain't your business, but I don't do no meetups. I don't do all that weird shit. Y'all dudes are weirdos doing that shit. That's something that you do on the side and say, hey, what's up? We chill and whatever, and then bam. But in reality, I just don't really get crazy over it. You know what I mean? But the Super Bowl, most people got Mahomes winning it. I don't have him winning it. Not this year. No. It's a possibility they could lose this game because Purdy and that team, that 49ers, if he does that for a flagship team, will he be back next year? Absolutely. He's a young guy. If he wins this Super Bowl, me personally, if he wins, he'll go down in history one of the best that did it at time. But if he comes back and they going to run it back, there's a possibility 49ers in the Detroit will be a top team. I don't know about Philly because I love my team, the Eagles. Philly's gonna come back too on top, but they got to make some mistakes. But if they're the best team, there will be a rematch with the 49ers in there. Think about it. It's designed for them to go to the Super Bowl the whole time. I was looking at it, I said, wait a minute. I don't even like the 49ers, but Brock Purdy impressed me. They put a stop to Green Bay. Green Bay destroyed the Cowboys. But the 49ers, oh man, Evan, it's an easy game. But I wanted Green Bay to beat them, but they came back and beat Green Bay, and then they came back and beat Detroit. What do you think they're gonna do to the Chiefs? Same thing. If they stop Mahomes and stop his line, it's over. Like I don't see San Francisco's got a great defense compared to the Chiefs. Chiefs are not known for their defense. Their defense is good, but it's mediocre. It will never stop uh, uh um the lining and all that other stuff. Yeah, does San Francisco got to run it? Yeah, McCaffrey. McCaffrey's fast. They can't check him. Once Purdy runs the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, they in the end zone. And Purdy can throw. He takes his time. He picks his man. Got receivers, got a team, and the defense is gonna keep him on the field. The defense is going to keep him on the field to score. And the more he scores, the more problems they have. See, if Kansas City gets the ball first, you already know they're supposed to do what they do. But they're going to slow down Mahomes. They're going to bang him up like they did in Super Bowl. No, he ain't going to get the calls that he's going to get like he did last year. I tell you, this is a different game. White folks want that white boy to win. And they're going to find to do some stupid-ass penalties to put him in position to win. I know how the NFL works, and they foul. And like Rasheed Wallace said, they all cheat. They do this shit. It's well documented. You can't deny the fact that they cheat their athletes and all that because this is, you're in Vegas. Anything in Vegas, suckers stay in Vegas. That's the name of the saying. It's designed. When they say that, they're talking about the suckers. They stay in Vegas to be suckers. They be broke. That's the concept of that. And yeah, Bugsy Siegel found what we call those things. You know what I mean? People don't realize he built Las Vegas for what it was. It was a dirt town. It was nothing. But if you really going to get technical, it was his concept the whole time and built those casinos. Yeah, and then he didn't last on it, and they splattered his bitch ass. Fuck that dude. He's a Edomite. Yeah, we don't fuck with him. But he made sense what he did to build that city. And let me tell you something, Las Vegas is overrated. I would love to visit an overrated city that has casinos. I will look at the sports aspect of Las Vegas. Las Vegas is probably decent. I would love to visit. But to me, be honest with you, Vegas is overrated. Nobody likes Vegas. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I don't know why people say Vegas is great. Vegas is not great, bro. I heard stories people that they didn't like it at all. But I will see for myself. I would love to visit, just to visit, but not just to live there. It's not worth it. Got too much trash in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes the West like that. I know I see a lot of people from Vegas coming here versus over there. Because if there ever is a casino down the southeast, oh, it's over. The culture of this state is going to change dramatically, and nobody's not fucking with Vegas like that because they know Vegas is played out. A lot of people like the West, but they don't like the West like that. They don't like the West Coast, and they don't like the West. Period. To be honest with you, I don't hate the West of America. I would love to live like Colorado's nice. I like Denver and all that. That's nice. New Mexico is crazy, but I see why people like New Mexico. I don't hate it. I'm neutral on New Mexico. New Mexico's nice. I don't care for Phoenix like that. I don't care for Arizona. Arizona's overrated too. I'm just telling you that right now. Nobody likes Arizona, but Arizona has some good things about the sinus. You won't have no sinus infection. That's a good thing. That's another plus for that. But outside of that, it ain't nothing good in Arizona. It's kind of boring. California's very boring. I'll visit it. I'll visit the capital, the Bay Area, and that's it. I don't care for LA. LA's overrated. I look at it and just glance at it and fuck out of here. But that'll be me. I don't care for California like that. But salute to the ones that subscribe me that's from LA. Y'all enjoy it. That's cool. But LA it's washed, man. Like y'all's government is collapsing. It's over in California. But the rest of Western state, I would love to visit like Montana, Utah, and like it's something to look at. That's just something me. I might visit one day. I may, make sure. We'll see. We'll see how things go in the cards. But me personally, I understand why people like Vegas. Vegas is a lot of adult entertainment, and they just had an AVN Awards a couple of weeks, and she said something about the BBWs. I'm not going to break down the acronym here. They said big beautiful women. That's the term they use, right? But they have an awards show with all the adult stars. We ain't gonna say the actual word. You know how sensitive this sorry ass site is. This site is damn near dead. So we already know. And she said something that they beef with each other and they can't find male content creators. And well, it's them. They lame. And I think her name was, and shouts out to her, what's her name? Tiffany Days exposing that. And I shared it with my boys on Telegram, but y'all know who it is. And she made a good point. It's a lot of self-hate. I try to tell you, they beef with each other on Twitter and everywhere other platform, but it just goes to show you that a lot of people just don't like each other. It's competition everywhere, and shouts out to Absalon. He said, this past, last Friday, he was talking about Sexy Red and competition, but I ain't got nothing against Red either. Me and Red's all right. We cool. And Red's just gonna be Red. I try to tell Epsilon, man, she's one of them. She looking for it. You know what? We'll say it on the back end, but we ain't gonna speak on it. But Red is gonna be Red. Red has her way and wonder how to get the message out to dudes, and that's it. And they said reaction is not content. Someone said in his chat last Friday, it's not content. I disagree with that. That's a damn lie. It is content. It depends on. Let me break down reaction videos for you dummies out there. It is content. If you react to someone's video and they don't care, if if you get permission or they don't care, 9 out of 10 they're not gonna flag you. The only way they can flag you if you did it without permission. Now, if you want to review it or react, that's cool. A lot of people say it's not content. No, it is content. If you make fun of it, you stop the video and then you say fair use, it is content. I can name you a couple of channels that do reactions of shit. Um, what's his name that's cool with O'Shea? Duke the Don, the Nigerian guy. Salute to him, whatever. I don't care for no soul Slayer. Fuck that nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. But this dude, he be going at everybody in the so-called manosphere, the mainstream manosphere, and whatever in the so-called black manosphere, talking about Obsidian and all that. I call him Oblivion, the oblivious clown. The Oblivion, aka the cripple. That's what we're gonna call that nigga, the cripple. He go after the cripple all the time with the cane. But he goes in on him. He reacts to certain things. He pauses the video and give it context and starts talking and do commentary. Commentary and reaction is content. And I'll tell you who made it popular on reaction videos. Before there was 2014. Okay, I'll go like this. From the early days of YouTube, 2005, you didn't see that. From 2005 to 2007, you never saw that. The only thing you would have got copyright is putting something that ain't yours. They consider that copyright. A lot of people in the copyright era, everybody defeated. I did too. I first came to YouTube at 19 years old in 2007. Yeah, that was a period that you can get away with shit. But the next year they was stricter on it. But see, that period from 05, from 08, that was a great period. You can get away with murder on there, right? But 09 from 2011, they started hacking down on it, but I started surpassing, went around the circle and did it. So 09, I changed my content somewhere around, I think during 2010 and 2011, try to make some videos and things like that, get away from the copyright system. I was trying to do that too. Same with 11, but when I got into my scriptures, that's when they terminated me the next year. So, I was on the side. I was high power for what I was saying, bringing research and everything, being a research, and they just wasn't feeling it. And I came with this channel, lost the channel over a psyop hit by the CIA. You know how it goes, the government, and they just came down on us online. They just went, get your ass up out of here. And I came back full force with this channel. Now I'm full force now. Haven't been popped yet. Not yet. I ain't gonna say I will, but they can shut this whole thing down. They don't have to pop us. They can shut this whole thing down and sell us a get. They don't want to do that because if we go to Rumble, we blow up. That's their ass. YouTube ain't got no options. They're losing to different platforms right now. That's why, if you notice, TikTok is trying to do similar to what YouTube does, but they ain't gonna last long. Instagram's another one. A lot of these places are trash, but it ain't that much. YouTube is like too big to fail, but no, they failing because if Rumble gets good, they're gonna try to buy them out, but they ain't gonna buy them out. They're too stupid because they're worrying about that war in the Holy Land. So you know how that goes. But I'm not saying that to be badly frank, but I'm just saying that that's a possibility that things can get worse. But somewhere around 09, I'll say from 2012, you didn't see a lot of reaction videos. A lot of say you did. Yeah, you did. And on some things you didn't. There was no such thing as reaction channels. They didn't exist. Yeah, you had commentary. You put a person's picture and you just talk shit. That started from 05 to 2012. Actually, we can go from 05 to 2014. That's the span that there was no reaction. A lot of say those reaction videos. That's a lie. There was none in the early YouTube. There was no such thing as that. It never existed. From 05, from 2014 on YouTube, it did not fucking exist. If you go look at old videos, nobody's reacted to it. Only time you saw that, if he had it on his phone, whatever, but not from a computer or shared screen. No, none of that. None of that. When live streams became a thing on YouTube in 2015 to now, you have to go by in or video. If you have a screen, like if you have a camera, I tell you the first person that made it popular, and he was a basketball player. He used to play in Detroit high school, well known, everything. He played in the minor league in Arizona, whatever. He's a guy that does reactions. He's notorious for the 2K reactions and phrases. His name is Soul Illuminati. Soul Illuminati was the father of reaction videos. Now, a lot of people, they say they the father, they wasn't, but he made it cool. I'm saying it became standard. I'm talking about the nigga side of YouTube, right? The filthy section and or broader black YouTube. See, the broader black YouTube that he made it to his millions now, millions of subscribers. I salute him. He's got great content and everything. I know he's doing other things. He's streaming, right? Before streaming was popular, he made reaction videos popular, right? He made it more popular and potent because his thing was he did basketball. All of it was wrestling. Yeah, he did flight and went on and on. I've been watching him since 2017. I didn't really get into him like 2 years later. I was in the workplace and everything. I was in school probably 2014 and through 2015 that year. I was volunteering at the school in Emory. So you know what it was. But somewhere around in 2016, I wasn't really watching him then. I watched all this old shit from way back. From 2017, and I was in the workplace, and this is my second year on this barista job that I was at in a car dealership, and it was in a company with side in a company. I tell you that, so I did not work for Starbucks. For that hoe ass nigga, 3 syllables, think he know everything. He don't know shit. Bitch ass nigga, fuck you. Go back to the Delta and fix your community, you hoe ass nigga. Fuck that nigga. But that's a sidebar for me. And I had to chin check this hoe ass nigga. He didn't make me cry, none of that. He was a clown. He was a little bitch back in the day, and 3 years ago, he's irrelevant. But fuck that nigga. What's he doing now? I ain't doing making no real content, being a bitch as usual. Ain't nobody listening to that hoe ass nigga. Anybody listening to him is a clown to me. Fuck that nigga. He's just like the rest of these niggas. I try to tell you, the man still died in 2020 over that election. And the essence of it in 21, y'all think it does not exist, bro. You had police niggas in your shit probably from 2018 the whole time, and they released the shit in 2021. And now they knocking y'all off. They've been doing that, but y'all ain't going nowhere because you two can't knock all of you off because some of y'all were trying to be on TV. Some of y'all trying to be on TV. Y'all excuse me for 1 minute. Yeah, but that's just what it is. But I just don't understand why people try to talk like that, like they know everything. They don't know shit. They don't know shit. But it's just what it was, man. It's just what it was. But that's the whole point of what I'm saying is. But if you look at the whole thing about content creation. Yeah, he was one of the first ones I saw in 2017, and he made it popular what it is today. He's been doing it since probably 2015 when he did reactions and all that stuff. It was popular in 2015. He was the first one that made it popular. And a couple of years later, he started getting more subscribers. I remember when he had 350 something thousand subscribers when I subscribed to him. I watched him get to 1 million that same year. I think it was that same year when he did the basketball. That 2018 was funny as shit. And boy, he destroyed everybody on the content. That 2018 period was a good period for the internet. And I'll never forget 2018 was something else. And this is when I think I turned 30 that year too. And I was doing the workplace. I quit in November. Oh, I'll never forget it, man. 2018 in the workplace. Oh, I had fun. But the workplace, I didn't really care. I got tired and outgrew it and bam. But that next year, it was just a wash for me. 2019 was a mess. Let me tell you something. 2019 was very interesting. Learned a lot. Moved to Cobb County and learned a lot. It became a thing. So yeah, it became a thing. It became a thing. It became a thing. Yeah, but it is what it is. It's just like it just goes to show you why we here. But everybody has their own little relegance. And this just goes to show you where we at today. But that's just me making my 2 cents about him being the most popular. He was. I mean, if you watch his old shit and then his new shit recently, he just told you where he's been and he was on that spiritual soul channel. And then he got popped and then he went somewhere else and did content. He outgrew YouTube. Everybody did. We all outgrew it. Hell, I outgrew YouTube. I'll say 2023 last year. Because this year I'm just focused on pre-recorded content and then a few live streams there and there, but I'm not doing a whole much in 24 because it's election year. But the next year, yes, I will do definitely pre-recorded content from now on, like with this microphone and be in particular, we'll be in that predicament. So when you look at the content we got today, that's the stuff that we're dealing with. But a lot of people understand what we're talking about. So when you're in election year, you expect to do more. And it's just like you gotta. And it just goes to show you, like we're just gonna be here, keep it on something. But I just don't understand why people get caught up on the stuff on the internet. Like I tell you, man, reaction channels have always been a standard of YouTube since 2015 and now. I don't know what y'all been watching. Y'all don't watch YouTube like I do. I've been watching YouTube of other content creators since 2015. When I left these certain black spaces, that shows how you niggas is soft and delusional. Y'all soft minded. Y'all don't expand your thinking. I expand beyond uh gender shit. That's why I call you niggas genderist. The so-called black and white manosphere, right? Which y'all do not exist. Y'all are genderist as fuck. And nobody likes y'all because y'all ain't got no hobbies. I've been saying you niggas is lame, bro. I saw this in 2020. I said, man, you genderist motherfuckers can't even think straight. Y'all can't even think past females. Female this, females that, females this, females that, females this, females that. Y'all on some bullshit. Nobody likes y'all. And that's why, and shouts out to Absalom saying River TV. I think her name is River Joy. I follow her on Instagram, and she said, let her handle the females. That's why I don't do female content. I don't attack them. I don't care. I know they're irrelevant, and they're irrelevant on every other platform. They're just fun to watch, but they're irrelevant. The ones that talk all this yapping, ain't nobody listening to that shit. It is what it is. Like my content is historical stuff, current events. I talk a little politics there and there. On YouTube, I don't say much on politics. I move it to some other content. I can say it in the blogs and other areas of the conversation that people's doing it on other platforms. I don't do it here no more like I used to. Because a lot of people try to hate on you and try to compete with you with that, but they don't even know shit about how the world works. I can say it on a blog stream and be fair to you and get you some knowledge and some books on it. But you niggas that y'all don't know shit. Y'all definitely don't know shit. When it comes to these space, y'all can't even think outspan of your horizons. Y'all can't tell me nothing about nothing. That's why y'all are genderous as fuck and nobody likes y'all. There's a reason why people leave these spaces alone. They did it years ago and they were smart. See, when I first came to 1.0 space, yes, I followed Sergeant Wood Peyton from 08, 09. That was the second years of YouTube, and I learned a lot about the politics of the male and the female. And he broke it down. He chin check old boy told him, he said, you better take that video down because you already looking bad anyway. Well, Sarge, we're already looking bad. These niggas ain't shit. They ain't come from the past, from the 1.0 days. They listen to these 2.0, like Wacky World of O says, the legendary Wacky World of O was breaking it down. He said, it's them niggas. They are responsible for the genderist bullshit. And that's what hurt their platform. It hurt their platform years and years and years. And Esau let them rose up to it. Now they smacking it down. They got to incorporate them. They said, oh, they coming these straight 2015. That don't mean nothing. That's when reaction channels became a thing. See, Cynthia G got high off the reaction channels where Soul Illuminati, all them guys was getting millions of subscribers. A couple years after that, she's a nobody. She didn't become popular till somewhere around, you can say 2017 in recent years, and she ain't shit now. Her channel is trash, bro. So Illuminati, everybody else is booming at the time. I'll never forget it. 2017 was a hell of a year. I love 2017. 2017, I wish I can go back to 2017 YouTube. I wasn't doing content then. I was just living my life. Yes, I was in the workplace, getting money, doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I was 29 at the time. I was 29. I enjoyed that year. That was probably the best year I ever had. 2017 was the best year that I ever had. Yes, I had 2K17. It was fun. It was a hell of a year. Yes, I was listening to my reggae shit, but salute to my people in Jamaica, whatever. Yeah, man. You know how it is. But I got this in the carnival, by the way, in 2013. That's a long story. This hat has a lot of history. It's a 11-year-old hat, by the way. It was 10 years old last year, but now it's 11 years old. So it's 11-year-old hat. So you know how it goes. And I wear it every now and then. But like I said, man, it is what it is, man. So the stuff y'all talking about is bullshit. So anyways, that's enough on that. This is Sunday Dailies, the 46th edition. Yes, I talked a little bit about the Super Bowl. We're gonna get in more into that next Sunday with the additions and things like that. And we also are gonna get into the fact it is what it is of what the racial stimulus. And I'll talk more of it on this week on the Independent Thinking series this week on the 6th. And I already know today is the 4th, by the way. This is the 4th. And then you already know this Tuesday coming up, we're gonna be talking about a whole lot. So that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, man, don't listen to these genderless clowns, you young men that subscribe to me or whatnot. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Things have changed, bro. You can't make that type of content no more. Years ago, even when we had Susan, whoever, and then Trump, you can't be making that shit. That shit's lame. That shit is so, when they still talking about females, they've been talking about this shit since '08. Sorry, Pete was on that tip. Everybody was not on that because other males had productivity. When you talk about females, you're looking for sexual stuff, and sex is on your mind. I said it. Or a little entertainment for the females, but it's no need. But so with that, until next time, shalom to the people of Israel and the Gentiles. Shalom to y'all as well. Until next time, I'm signing off and I'm out.